Yes, sir.
But
So is it possible for a human being to change at the very root of his being? They have tried different ways, different Zen, you follow, 10 different, umpteen different ways they have tried to change man. Rewarding him, punishing him, promising him. Nothing had changed, brought about this miraculous change. And it is a miraculous change.
It would be, yes, it is.
It is. Everybody promises, do this, do that, do the other.
Right.
And a man like, we come along and say, look, I don't want to accept any authority
right.
because you have misguided everybody, all the authorities.
Authority.
In itself is disorder.
Right.
Authority exists because human beings are in disorder. The disorder has created them. Not clarity, not compassion, not something entirely different. It's the disorder has created them. So why should I follow them? Though they promise, do this, discipline yourself according to this way, ultimately you'll be free. I reject all that. Not intelligently, because I see. It isn't a cantankerous rejection. It's a reasonable, sane rejection. So how do I proceed? I've got 50 years to live. I don't know about the future, maybe I'll find out. But I've got 50 years to live properly. What is the correct action?
What is the correct action to live properly?
That's all, that's all. To be sane,
To be sane.
not to be neurotic. Who's going to tell me? The communists? Marx? Lenin? Mao? The Pope? Or the local priest? Who's going to tell me? Because they don't act rightly either.
But we have a whole group of people who don't say that they'll tell you. We have a whole group of people who say, see how you follow me, and see if you follow me, see your tendency to follow me,
Yes, yes.
and then
I understand
the business of self-deception.
to see through that. In
To
other
see
words,
through your own self-deception.
but I mean, that's really an impossible trick, you see, because if you say, follow me and deceive yourself, then you must genuinely deceive yourself,
Right.
and you can't see.
That's right, but the thesis is that if you deceive yourself, you will see your own tendency to self-deception, which you don't see.
But that must be authority, because, I mean, it doesn't make sense to say that if I deceive myself, I'm going to see through deceiving myself. I mean, the whole point of self-deception is that if I'm really doing it right, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Therefore, how do you guarantee to me that I can see through self-deception by deceiving myself?
Well, because I'm going to show you through your I'm not going to participate. I'm going to be here, and you're going to deceive yourself, and then you're going to see this authority action, the way you need authority.
You're talking about group therapy.
I'm talking about a kind of psychotherapy, right?
But why do I need that? You see, why do I need to go through all that to see self-deception? I see, it's not clear.
No, it's not. But that's the only way. In other words, you're so desperately in need.
Yeah.
You need me desperately.
I don't need you.
No, but he does.
That is fundamentally wrong.
I'm accepting authority, right?
Yeah, you're fundamental. That's right. But he is fundamentally wrong.
So
here he is. He's fundamentally
So
wrong.
tell him that. Tell him that.
You're fundamentally wrong. That he doesn't hear me.
No. Don't ask him. Don't allow him to appeal to you.
You mean don't play along in this
See,
absurdity?
I can't help you
I can't help you.
because I'm like you.
I'll take my trade elsewhere.
You'd go somewhere else.
So If everybody said, I can't help you,
Yeah.
you have to do it yourself, look at yourself, then the whole thing is beginning to act.
Right. But the whole thing is doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who will be willing to deceive him for a few dollars.
We know they're all neurotic people.
Right. Right.
Here is a man who says, I'm neurotic, I won't go to any other neurotic
Right.
to become sane.
Right.
I know. So what does he do? He doesn't accept any authority. Because I have created out of my disorder the authority.
Yeah, so that's merely the hope that somebody knows what to do. You see, it's, I feel that this chaos is too much for me, and I just assume that somebody else can tell me what to do. But that comes out of this confusion. In other words,
Well, yes,
that's
the
just what he's
disorder
saying.
creates the authority.
the
Of
authority.
course, like in the school I've been saying, if you behave properly, there is no authority. The behavior we have all agreed to. Punctuality, cleanliness, this or that. If you really see it, you have no authority.
Yes, I see that. I mean, that I think is a key point, that the disorder itself creates the need for authority.
So look what's happened in India. Mussolini is a perfect example.
Right.
Well,
Trains run properly.
well, it doesn't actually create a need for authority. It creates among people the impression that they need authority to correct the disorder. You see, that would be more
That's it.
exact. You see,
Right, right.
because the authority they don't need at all because it's just destructive. You see.
Right, right.
So let's start from there.
Yes.
I reject all this.
Right.
Being not insane, in the rejection of authority, I have become very sane. I'm beginning to become sane.
Right. Right.
So I said, now, I know I'm neurotic. A human being says, I know. Now, what shall I do? What is the correct action in my life? Can I ever find it, being neurotic?
Right.
I can't. So I won't ask what's the right action. I'll say, now, can I free my mind, the mind, from being neurotic? Is it possible? I won't go to Jerusalem, I won't go to Rome, I won't go to any Park Avenue, doctors, nobody.
Right.
So because I'm very serious now. I'm deadly serious because that's my life.
Right.
But then you say you have to be so serious, and then you say that in spite of the immense pressure to escape, you won't. But I'm saying that what one will feel at this juncture will probably be an intense pressure toward escape. You see, you're saying this is too much.
No. No, sir. You see, what happens when
Actually, that's not what happens.
Why?
Yeah.
What happens when I reject authority? I have much more energy
Yes,
Tremendous
if you
energy.
if you reject it.
because I've now concentrated to find out.
That's right. That is what happens. I mean,
I'm not looking to anybody.
that's right. I know. In other words, then I have to use then I have to really be rawly open to what is. That's all I've got.
So what shall I do?
When I'm rawly open to
No,
what
I'm
is.
not open. Here is a human being caught in all this. What shall you do? No authority. No social discipline is immoral. Right?
Then it's the intense alertness.
No,
to-
tell me you are a doctor. Tell me what I am to do. I reject you
Right.
because you're not my doctor.
Right.
You are not my authority.
Right.
You don't tell me what to do
That's right.
because you are confused.
Right.
So you have no right to tell me what to do.
Right.
So I come to you as a friend,
Right.
say let's find out.
That's right.
Because you are serious and I'm serious.
That's right.
Let's see how...
We can work together. And
No, be careful. I'm not working together.
You're not going to work together.
No, we are together investigating.
Together investigating. Okay, okay, we won't call it. We're investigating together.
No, working together means cooperation.
Right.
I'm not cooperating. I say you are like me.
That's
what am I
right.
to cooperate with?
Well, we're cooperatively. You don't want to cooperatively investigate.
No, because you are like me.
That's right.
Confused, miserable, unhappy, neurotic.
Right. Right.
So I said, well, why should we? How can we cooperate? We can only cooperate in neuroticism.
That's right. You mean we'll collude essentially to deceive ourselves. So what are we going to do?
So can we investigate together?
That's a very interesting question. Can we? How are we going to investigate together if we're both neurotic?
No. So I said, look, I'm going to first see in what ways I'm neurotic.
I see. Okay. All right. Let's look at it.
Yes, look at it. In what way am I neurotic? A human being comes from New York or Tokyo or Delhi or Moscow, wherever. He says, I know I'm neurotic. Society is neurotic. The leaders are neurotic. And I'm I am the world and the world is me. So I can't look to anybody. So what that gives you what it does?
Well, it really puts you up straight up there in front.
That gives you a tremendous sense of integrity.
Right. You got the ball in your hands now, run with it. Well,
now can I being a human being, can I look at my neurotic? Is it possible to see my neuroticism? What is neuroticism? What makes me neurotic? All these things that are put into me. Into me in the sense, the me that has collected all this, which makes the me. Can my consciousness empty all that?
Your consciousness is that, though.
Of course.
Is it only that?
For the moment, I'm limiting it to that.
That is my consciousness. The proliferation of my fragmentation or my thought is my neuroticism. What am I going to do this? What am I going to get here? Where am I going to get this? Or what am I going to do there? Or how am I going to... I mean, this me is made out of the proliferation of these fragments. Isn't that right?